Hey everybody, Bill here from STCPod, your Start to Continue podcast. Thanks so much for downloading what you thought was the latest new episode. Small programming announcement here. We are delaying episode 200. We're taking a little bit extra time because we got some big stuff planned for that episode. It's going to be big. We got big people involved. It's going to be a big program. I don't want to say too much more about it at this point. We're going to let out a couple details come out as we get closer, but it is going to be pretty exciting and something to look forward to. In the meantime, obviously we didn't want to leave an empty hole for all of our listeners, so we've decided to replay an episode that we're quite proud of. This came out prior to our last big milestone on episode 100. This is the clip show. And it has a bunch of clips and favorite moments of episodes prior to 100 and is presented by my friend Curtis. So a treat there for sure. We're quite proud of this episode. And if you joined us sometime after episode 100, it might be fun for you to check out some favorite clips that happened prior to that. So, like I said, stay tuned. Big exciting things happening. Episode 200 is happening. It will happen soon. We'll have some more details about how you can participate. We're still looking for clips. If you want to send us some audio or some video, we'll happily put that together and add that to our episode 200 set list. So sit back, enjoy the clip show.
At last season's playback before this season started, but I don't have your free time.
I didn't do that either. I just paid attention to
this is what it should be.
So we still need to find her. And then they did you see? Hey, that is completely unnecessary. I'm glad you used your own mic for that.
I just gave this microphone pink eye.
Yeah, put that up close to your mouth. Wow.
And with that single blast, history was made. A flatulent foreshadowing of what was to come as the Start to Continue podcast ripped onto the internet nearly 100 episodes ago. This butt-burping bellwether set the tone for the STC pod and the on-air relationship between workplace rivals and co-hosts Bill and Joe. Welcome to the STCPod Clip Show. I'm your host, Curtis from Girlfriend Versus, and those lovable scamps have asked me to guide you through some classic moments from the last 99 episodes. They might be funny, sad, and even gross at times, but rest assured, if you make it to the end, you'll have heard all of it. As the show found its footing and settled into a regular release schedule, the guys finally started inviting guests on to join them in all their ball-busting glory. It may have taken 62 episodes, but I myself finally made my first appearance in what was soon to become an instant classic.
No, your name just wouldn't come up in Google for me to send the invite, and I couldn't even start a chat to send the invite, so...
That's so weird. Well, to be fair, I don't even really understand Google, Hangouts, all this stuff, so I apologize. It's probably my fault.
No, definitely. We've been doing it for a year. We can't figure it out yet.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm Bill. It's good to meet you.
Yeah, good to meet you.
That's Joe over there.
I'm Joe.
What up, Joe?
Thanks for coming on, brother.
You know what's funny, Joe? Completely different from what I thought you would look like.
Really?
I had a completely different picture in my mind.
A little more hair, maybe?
More hair, Asian.
Asian?
Like a super thick flavor saver right here. You know what I'm talking about?
I do.
Just but like a really thick one that kind of hangs down.
I love it. No one's ever thought of me looking like that before.
Oh, there you go.
I love it.
Surely him eating is meeting your profile in your mind.
Yeah, there you go. And Bill, you're spot on.
Oh, great, thank you.
You thought he looked like a hippie?
You know, well, didn't someone post like a picture that you blanked out your face on or something
Yeah, that's happened.
from some convention or expo or something?
Yeah, I was out there briefly in the world.
That's the one. How do I sound, by the way?
Sound good?
Do I sound good? Okay.
Sound
You
good.
guys-
You look even better, man.
Oh, why? Thank you. You guys got your big fancy microphones, and
I
I'm
can
just.
see why girlfriend likes you.
I can't.
As early listeners quickly became aware, Joe and food go together like OJ and murder. It has been said his lunches are legendary, epic, never ceasing to amaze Bill. Even during my appearance, Joe's obsession with food almost derailed the show.
For sure. I noticed that it was a really nice room. Had 2 beds and
Yeah.
4 dudes.
Yep. I had my own bed, and Neil, Edgar, and Life shared the other.
Wow. Triple sandwich there in the other bed.
Triples was a Neil sandwich. Hey, listen, my battery's about to die. I didn't plug in my computer. Let me go grab my cord really quick.
All right.
All right, I'll be right back.
All I hear is Joe eating. Crunch, crunch, crunch.
You can't hear that, can you?
Yeah, I can hear that. Meow, 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 meow.
I mean, a pomegranate. How can you hear that?
Well, because it's snapping in your
Oh,
jaws.
for fuck's sakes. All right.
Holy mackerel.
I'll starve for the remainder of the show.
You'll starve. You haven't stopped eating for this entire show. What have you eaten so far?
Chicken
chicken?
breast, 3 slices of bread,
3 slices? of bread.
quarter of a bag of chips, half of a pomegranate, a tangerine. I drank a tea. I'm on a Coke now, and I got a banana here to eat still.
Went from a tea to a Coke.
More caffeine.
A Coke with pomegranate. That's just crazy. Who does that?
What do you mean?
It doesn't match. Those flavors don't match.
Are you surprised at my eating habits?
Do you not enjoy any kind of flavors, or is it just pass the tongue right away
cannot
down
be
the
surprised at how I eat things.
throat?
I just shove it in.
What? Yeah, I don't think you taste anything. You're like an old hound dog.
What did I walk back into? The first thing I heard was tongue down your throat.
Always with the food. Seriously, there's way more talk about food than there should be. Enough that you could make a series of clips. Don't believe me? Well, check it out. Here's a series of clips about Joe, food, and digestion. You've been warned.
God, why you going all crazy?
Because you won't let me eat. I'm starving.
No, you're not allowed to eat until after the show.
I'm fucking starving, dude.
I'm starving too, but
Want my ribs.
if I let Joe eat now, then immediately when Joe is done eating, Joey gets tired, and Joey turns into what do you turn into?
Turn to a bear either way, man.
A bear. I wish.
I'm a hungry bear right now, and then I'm a hibernating bear after I eat.
Yeah, that's right. Hibernating bear, which we couldn't record if you were doing that. Well, but you ate. You ate tonight. You ate before work.
Yeah. I had, it was a fucking fiasco, but.
Let's hear about this.
All right. So, as always, I was fucking doing renovations again. So I finished like at 4:30. I got to leave for work around 5:30. So start getting the kids' dinner ready. Okay, you're going to barbecue some hot dogs. Fine, no problem. Nice and easy, throw them on the barbecue. Well, the fucking propane tank runs out as soon as we turn it on. So I go to the mother-in-law. You mind if we just boil the hot dogs on the stove instead of barbecuing? And she looks at me like I got 2 heads. Like, no, I prefer not to. It's like, what the fuck? All right.
Wait a minute.
Watch the kids. I'll go fucking to Canadian Tire again and fill up this propane tank that you guys seem to empty out every 2 weeks.
But you told me you have a gas line out there to your barbecues. What are you talking about propane tanks?
Well, we have one put in, but our barbecue is propane tank. It's not doesn't have the gas tank hookup.
Well, that's just like a $15 conversion kit, and away you go. Why aren't you on that?
Well, how do you do that?
You buy this conversion kit.
What does it do?
I don't know. It's like a hose and a regulator or something goes into the line.
So you don't know.
It's a conversion kit. $15 to $20. Get on that. Mr. Brooke,
Well,
continue.
considering a tank fill up is $21.67, tax included. That adds up, eh?
Yeah, it seems expensive. The tank exchange is $22. Brand new tank.
I don't get that. We have a tank exchange thing. So how does that work?
You take any tank there and exchange it for $22 for a full one.
So what's the point of that then? You always have a full tank, or you always have like the latest tank that's regulated?
Yeah. Yeah, it's just that way, like I can get that at my corner store at that price. So that's, that's pretty good. If it costs you $20 to fill it up, then I guess I'm doing all right at the corner store, just $22 for a tank exchange. In fact, I've exchanged old illegal tanks there for new awesome ones.
Oh, well, no, we bought one that's part of that exchange program. It's like the E1 or EPONS ones.
Right.
So it's part of the program.
Part of the program. Yeah, so you can just take it to any of these places.
I don't give a shit.
Okay.
Anyway, it's
hot dogs. The hot dogs.
So I get the fucking run out to Canadian Tire, fill up the tank, run back, put the tank on, get the dogs going so the kids can eat, put mine on. I got to have a 2-minute shower because I should have left for work like 15 minutes ago. And then I take my 3 hot dogs.
Who's cooking?
Well, I was cooking the first half, and then the mother-in-law just pulled mine off after while I was having a shower.
How many hot dogs are we talking?
3 jumbo ones for me.
Jumbos? I thought you were off jumbos.
I don't know. They bought it. And so I got to fucking leave. So, boom. Threw the hot dogs in the buns, put the buns on a table plate, put the condiments on, and I'm walking out to my car with a plate in one hand, my bag in the other, carrying 3 hot dogs and a can of Coke.
You got to have your can of Coke.
And then as I'm walking to my car, the wife pulls in from work, and she's like, "What are you doing?" "Oh, nothing, just the usual nonsense. Dealing with your mom."
And what does she have for supper?
I don't know. I don't care.
Sense a lot of agita in your voice.
Yeah, I'm fucking irritated, man. She doesn't care. What? You got to do rentals for all 2 days, 3 days that you're off? Okay. That's fine. Do it. Deal with everybody. We just had the kitchen put in. I'm fucking the middleman between her and her mother-in-law, or her mom, and the fucking kitchen guys.
Okay, back up. So you're putting a kitchen in the basement where your mother-in-law is living, right? We're not talking a main floor kitchen. This is the...
Yeah, the in-law suite.
Okay. So you picked everything out, and now they installed the kitchen, and there's issues?
No, it's just, well, there's a delay issue, and now they got to come back for one thing, and then they're not happy with how one thing looks in the kitchen, so they want me to call a guy. I'm like, I wasn't there when you guys set this thing up in the first place, so why was there no questions about it? So now you want me to ask him a question for you? Why don't you just call him? You know what? I hope I fucking... I went to the beer store today. I bought a case of beer, Corona, for $24. This is part of my other issue. $4 return, you get $4 back, right? But you got to email the receipt in to get the $4 back from whoever makes Corona. Fucking forgot the receipt at the beer store because I was in a rush to get out. So I lose out on that. So you know what I hope I do with these beers? I hope I fucking drink them all and then do it while I'm swimming, and then I hope I pass out, and then I fucking just end it all.
Oh, okay.
So good. I hope you like that. Hope she enjoys that. Take the insurance money, go get married again, and fucking give this guy agita and kill him too and get more insurance money. Do another rhino.
Yeah, she'd be doing all right with your insurance money. Jesus.
I can't remember anything anymore because I got too much going on with everything.
I got so much in my head. Poor Joe. Oh, you had some lovely hot dogs, jumbos.
Yeah. I was choking them down as I'm driving on the highway. That's a great way to enjoy them. I was feeling sick with the third one. I should have just had two. Thought they were just regular small ones.
Yeah, you could have stopped after the second one.
Oh, no, what's the point?
Oh, I got to keep driving them in. You're driving down the highway and you're driving hot dogs down your throat.
Shit in my throat. Or maybe I knew ahead of time you wouldn't let me eat.
Well, it's a good thing you got them in you. What, you have the ketchup and the mustard on there?
Yeah, that's it. Just slopped it on. Freaking no way to enjoy what I'm eating.
No mess all over you, though. Impressive.
No, I was good. I wrapped it up in a couple napkins.
Wow.
I knew some stuff would squirt out on me,
Oh.
like always. Land on my stomach.
Well, I'm glad. I'm glad you you didn't have your heart attack today, and you
coming,
made
man.
it in.
It's fucking coming. I got the chest pain. The other day, my arm was like, what the? No strength in it whatsoever. You know, you see those commercials on TV. The dad's sitting at the table and he's talking to the wife, and she's like, honey, the side of your face is drooping. He's like, oh, it's nothing. Yeah.
That's you.
I'm pretty sure I've had 2 of those already, and I fought it off for some reason. I should just give in.
Mrs. Q Dog continues with, does Bill also eat his candy bars with a knife and fork?
He's not classy enough for that.
No, I haven't classed myself up for that, but I have been made fun of before because I will eat like wings with a knife and fork, and even ribs with a knife and fork. There's no need to get all dirty, folks. Come on.
And then what do you do when I beg for your bones? Because you never eat that stuff clean. I'm like, give me your bones. Let me suck on them and chew on them.
Joe loves seeing the knife and fork come out with the wings because then he knows he can suck on my bones afterwards and not worry about me touching them.
What did I do? After I did that police check, I went to the gym, and then I went to Johnny Guac's and had a nice burrito wrap.
You did not. You had a burrito.
Yeah. Well, normally I have like the Baja fish laid on top of like a salad of like beans and all that shit.
Yeah.
But it's like it weighs like a pound, and it's a little expensive. So I thought I would just do a small little burrito, and that still turns out to be like half a pound.
Yeah.
Threw that back, and then I went into EB Games.
Well, why the last time we went for burritos, I did drag you
Because
kicking
that
and
was
screaming.
that was that shithole with the crazy bitches.
No, it wasn't. They were so helpful to you, trying to get you to say what you
No,
wanted.
it was what was that place?
Mucho Burrito.
Mucho Burrito. Yeah, what a fucking shithole.
No, it was lovely. It was a brand new location as well.
Who cares?
Super clean, very friendly staff.
They were
and
very rude. I walked in completely clueless because I've never been to one before. And it was like the soup Nazi, where it's like, what do you want? You dummy.
No, it was not.
You fucking dummy. What do you want on your burrito? Or whatever it is.
No.
You go, what can I have? I got no, I don't understand your menu. So fuck them. I won't go there again.
No, you went
hope
in angry because I wouldn't get your burrito for you.
Yeah, because I had no idea what to do.
But I was standing beside you to help you.
Did you help me?
But there was four.
No. Yeah, I don't care. I'm a paying customer. I'm trying to be polite right now, and I'm not say what I think of them, but I'm holding back right now.
Don't hold back.
I don't want to offend any of the lady listeners out there.
I tell you, you wouldn't have survived at Burrito Boys downtown, my favorite burrito place ever. Man, it is just the most amazing burrito. But you got to be on the ball, and you got to know what you want.
I got no time for that.
Because
this
they are so
Johnny
busy.
Guac's is a nice big counter, no matter how busy it is in there. They walk you through, they list every single ingredient. Would you like this, or this? Then you go to the next three. Would you like this, or this? They're polite.
That's kind of what happened at
No,
Mucho.
it's kind of not. And, yeah, so Johnny Guac's is the place to go to, man. Johnny Guacamole's. And they got this super hot female server there, which helps.
All right.
Yep.
I don't want to
I'm
go any
right.
further. I don't want to go any further with this argument. I see it's going nowhere. I can understand.
My mind is set.
Can understand what's happening.
I'm sorry,
here.
man. If you're a paying customer, you don't need to be treated like a piece of garbage.
No.
They did.
And moving on. Well, what is in that big hard case over there? Oh, that's your travel golf system, right?
Yep, that's it.
The one you need because when you golf overseas. I got to have a caddy with me when I golf.
His name was Jesus. That was that time we went to Dominican, and then I I took a poop on the golf course because we were nowhere near the outhouse. We were in Punta Cana. No, we went to Puerto Plata. It was me and the two guys from work. Yeah, we just got the runs. So it was after the 9th hole. We did a stop at the clubhouse, grabbed some more beer. We had to have a caddy with us. So his name was Jesus, spelled Jesus.
Right.
And he knew his shit, that's for sure. He was telling us what to do and whatever, right? Obviously, he's played the whole, the course a million times.
He told you where to go?
Yeah, well, he knew the lie of the course, right? Not the poop.
Well, that's what you said. He
No.
knew how to poop.
That's
He
not
knew
what I
where to
said.
poop. Yeah, that's exactly what you said.
I said he knew where to shoot.
Shoot.
Yeah, so it was like the 10th or 11th hole, and there was nowhere to go. And all of a sudden, the Porta Splata disease hit my stomach, and I had to go. So I ran off into the bushes, right in the middle of putting. Here's my putter, Jesus. I'll be right back. See me take off into the bush.
I guess
That's
it's
the
not
only time it's
surprising.
happened to me in Dominican, actually, because I've been there like 3 or 4 times, and nothing like that's ever happened.
You had to let fly that instant.
Yeah. Mind you, I've only been to Puerto Plata once, so.
Wow. So you dropped it right there in the sand trap. Did you cover it back up? Did you kick the dirt in between your legs? Cover it up?
What was that movie? What was it called? Shit. Hall Pass. Remember when we all took the magic brownies and they were out in the golf course and the guy was doing
Yeah.
like snow angels in the dirt?
Yeah.
Or sand angels?
Yep.
That movie was awesome.
It was pretty good.
No, that movie was awesome.
No,
You know why?
it was.
You know why?
Why?
Because I know comedy.
So, you never told me that you related that closely to them on the golf course when he was dropping it in the sand trap, like you had done in your past. Did you have the caddy go and take care of it afterwards? Did you order him around? Hey, Zeus, got a job for you over here. So it was like runny and shit. Like, what do you do to wipe out there in the
No, we had
out of bounds?
we had napkins and stuff from the clubhouse. Who cares, man? It's what real men do.
I thought you were all out of surprises for me, and there you go.
I'm sure Joe won't be returning to that country anytime soon. Just as Joe's monster metabolism became his trademark on the show, Bill also began to make a name for himself as a master negotiator and a deal finder. And well, let's be honest, a big old cheapskate.
What was that story you were telling me about? Oh no, that was from that berry show that you went to, right?
The flea market?
The flea market berry one, yeah, that big one.
Mm-hmm.
Was that the one where the dealer said, "Good day, sir"?
Oh, yeah.
I said, "Good day."
Yeah.
You should tell that story because that's a fucking great story.
Yeah, I pissed that guy off for sure.
Can you throw that one in there?
I'm trying to remember what.
Was it a camera you were looking at?
No, I think it was for you. It was a Burnout 3 on original Xbox for you. I think I was grabbing.
Oh, really?
And I think he wanted. I can't remember if they were 10 or 5. I can't remember.
No, it must have been more than that, right?
No.
I thought you really talked the guy down to I've got 35 cents in my pocket. Let me do you a favor and take this off your table.
No, I asked him how much it must have been $10 because I thought it was really expensive to begin with at a flea market. And so I asked him to verify what his prices were. And, oh, yeah, these are $10. And I'm like, well, it's just a PS, an Xbox original game. It's fairly common. We have no instructions or anything. I'd give you $2 for this. It's a $2 item. That's when he started going off on me. $2. And where do I make my money from $2? Well, you probably got this entire box for $12. So you are still going to make some money, right? Who are we kidding? This is a flea market. Anyways, I didn't say that's what I was thinking. But I wasn't sure. I wasn't getting the gist of what he was saying. I'm like, no, seriously, I'll give you $2 for this. And it's a done deal. I just kept staring ahead. Hello, sir. He's like, good day, sir. Have yourself a great day. Okay.
Oh, I wish I was there for
Thank
that.
you very much. Good luck selling that box of original Xbox games for $10 each. You'll be taking them home. That's doing that guy a favor.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate you searching that game out for me, man. That would have been a great story. I would have been laughing out loud.
Really? Come on. He got that entire box for nothing.
They all do.
Yeah.
They never buy anything single. It's always big box lot purchases from whatever yard sales or some other nonsense or someone that they can rip off on Kijiji, and then they triple the price when they sell it individually.
Yeah, go put it on your shelf at your retail store and put $10 or $15 on it. You're on the grass in a flea market. You're getting $2. That's your offer, buddy. Jesus. Yeah, I wasn't happy with that.
But you did end up coming away with what I think is a great little piece for me at this show. It's funny because I was, while you were off gallivanting with your friends here, I was working that day.
Yeah, you're working.
And I get this text from Bill. He takes a picture of these Intellivision, a box full of Intellivision games, sorry. And his only thing is, any Intellivision you need. And I can't even see, I can see the one title on top of this pile of Intellivision games.
Courtesy sent you a picture of a huge box of Intellivision. Is there any title you're looking for Intellivision?
No. Any Intellivision you need is the direct sentence you sent me. So then I sent them back 2 pictures of what Intellivision games I have on my bookshelves right now.
Yeah, I had time to go through that.
You can see every single title there, all perfectly displayed, Canadian version, American version. And he goes, nothing in particular, certain title. It's just, no. His reply back, nope, too busy, dude. Too bad for you.
No, you're missing the text that you sent me back. You asked me to take a photo of every single Intellivision game in the box so you could browse through it at your leisure at work.
Not individually, just take them out so that I can actually see the titles and I can tell you anyone. But anyway, I guess you had time at the end, so you came back and You picked me up a Masters of the Universe, The Power of He-Man game for Intellivision, which is if I did remember them making that game, I know I certainly never played it. And so that was fantastic. And you got it at the rock bottom price of $10.
Well, yeah.
Which is probably because it said He-Man, so they probably thought it was worth something.
I remember seeing that game advertised in like old comic books I used to read as a kid, thinking, "Man, I would love this game." And then I happened to find it here this was at a different vendor who had Intellivision, and I asked him how much. No prices were on the Intellivision games. I asked, "How much are the Intellivision games?" So, well, what we're going to do is we're going to price chart everything. So you tell me what you want, we'll look it up on the price charts. I'm like, what is a price chart? Well, whatever you want to do. And so I'm looking for this He-Man one. He said, "Okay, price chart it up. Let's go." It goes to the price chart. Some webpage somewhere. I don't know. $30. No, I don't think so. This is Intellivision. I'll be putting that back. So, well, okay, how about we'll just go $20 then. I'm like, well, actually, this, the corners look like it was pressed and it's missing. It used to come with a comic book. It's missing the comic book. So, he's like, oh, he didn't even let me offer. He went right down to 10 immediately. So, 10's okay. I'll take it for 10.
Yeah, because he probably bought it for like $1 each in that whole box that was on the ground being kicked around.
Oh yeah, and even his girlfriend beside him was like, "Holy smokes, you drop quick on that." And he's like, "Well, it's Intellivision. It's a niche thing, so we're not going to get too many buyers for it." So, like, yeah, that's right. So why you try and hose me for 30? But that the guy beside him, he was a vendor. I had a game I first wanted. I was looking for Shadow of the Colossus for the PS2. I don't know if you remember Dean from Round 2 Gaming was doing those figure reviews. Yep. And they were figures from this game where you're just this tiny little dude and you have to fight these huge Colossus monsters. And he showed Game Viz in his reviews, and the game just looks crazy. So when I walked through the door of that place, I'm going to look for that Shadow of the Colossus because I don't have that. This guy had it. And the guy beside the guy with the Intellivision, he had it. And I think he had I think he had $20 on it.
Oh,
and
what?
Yeah. And it's a PS2 game.
Yeah.
I'd be more, listen, guy, I'll give you $5 for it right now. We'll clear up your box area a little bit here and let's be reasonable. Come on. He's like, well, I see what you mean. I'll take 10 for it. I'm like, no, I would love to be able to dicker with you, but I only have $5 set aside for this game. He's like, well, how about 7? I'm like, well, no, I'm sorry, man. I only want to pay $5 for it. He's like, and he held firm at 7. He wouldn't take 7. So, I walked away from it at that point because it was at the beginning of the day. So I thought I'd see it somewhere else. And I did see it on a bunch of other tables, cruising around $20 to $30 range every time.
Really?
Yep. So I found it again near the end of our day at a vendor I bought a couple things off of. He had it as well, and he had a $15 price tag. So I think at this point, I better go back to that first guy and get it for $7. So I went back to the first guy, and of course it was gone. So then I circled back around to the $15 guy, and I ended up getting it from him. I think I offered him $5 again. and he's like, no, maybe 10. I'm like, look, I don't want to be a dick here, but I got a guy across the room here who actually was giving it to me for like $7. So he's like, well, maybe you should go back to that guy. Well, I'm here. I got the money. Let's go. I'll tell you what, I'll raise it up because I'm here to play. I'll be a man here, and I'll step up my offer. And I offered him $6 for it. And he was hemming and hawing. And then when I finally added it up to $650, he took that deal. So I got the game for $650.
Wow. Look at you, man.
Yeah.
I love to film this one time.
So
the art of negotiating.
Well, I paid a little bit more than I wanted to, but I wanted the game. So
no, I'm being serious, man. That's I probably just would have paid the $10 off the start or something myself.
You know what? Those PS2 games, I hate spending more than $5 for them. Like, I really do at this time of this era of collecting. So this guy also, he had a Game Boy Advance SP, which ever since our Luke the Projectionist episode,
Cousin
Luke's been on me to get a Game Boy Advance SP. He's convinced me that I needed it, even though, I have the DS Lite, which takes Game Boy Advance games, but he convinced me that if you get the Advance SP, you can play original Game Boy games on that. So that's always been in the back of my head for the last month or so. And this guy who worked with me on the Shadow of the Colossus had a red, that's my color, Game Boy Advance SP in a case with two, throwaway carts in the case. And he had $40 on it, which the going rate for those all through the show was between $40 and $60 sticker price. So I said, what do you want to do? What do you want with this thing here? I'm not sure if I want it. I'm just wondering, what's your bottom dollar on this thing? So actually he had 45 on it. And I think he said he went down to like $30 immediately on it. And I said, you know what? I'm trying to talk myself into this thing. I don't really need it, but I kind of want it. But I'd be around the $20 area for this thing. And he's like, ooh, geez, I don't know about $20. Yeah, he's like, I worked with you on the Shadow of the Colossus, so you won that one. Maybe I'm like, yeah, I'm not sure if I need. I probably don't need it. And I walked away from the deal at that point because I still wasn't convinced that I really need it. Like, do I need it? Probably not. So we broke for lunch anyways at that point, and I'm asking Kevin, do I need this thing? Is that something I should really get? Because if I get that, now what? Now I need Game Boy games, right? So I got to start buying Game Boy games now. Do I want to go down that rabbit hole? So after the lunch, I was empowered by a jumbo hot dog and thought, okay, I'm just going to go back and see that guy. I'm going to throw the $20 out again just to see what sticks. And if it's not meant to be, it's not meant to be. So, oh well. And we had a nice, the guy was super friendly. I'll give him that. And, I told him, I was really on the fence about it. And he ended up giving it to me for I think it was $22. So it's the Model 1, which means it doesn't have as bright of a backlight as the one after that. I forget what the model number is for the one after that, but it works. Came with 2 games. One game's it's some kind of knockoff 32-in-1 cart. So there's a bunch of old Game Boy games on that. But now here I am. I got to look for Game Boy games. So if any listenership out there has a bunch of throwaway Game Boy games they want to send my way, send them on over. I can finally play them. Never had a Game Boy in my life, so interested to see how these games are.
Okay, well, what about you? What's
Oh, what about me? Thanks for
let's turn it over to you and bust your balls for a little bit.
We're painting one of the bedrooms. Big kid wanted new color in her room, so that's a big pain in the neck.
How old is she?
11.
Why does she get to decide what she wants?
Well,
What was it before? What color?
it's brown.
It was brown?
It was brown.
Yeah, that's no
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, it's no good. Well, before she was around, that was my, well, if I could be snobby like you, I'd say it was my office. It was just the computer room was in there.
Okay.
And I had lots of frames of stuff, like frame stuff on the wall. So I
But
thought,
why would you paint it brown?
I just thought it would match, frames and stuff.
Your mood and your demeanor.
Yeah, it wasn't a great color. It didn't turn out good. Never liked it. So, and when she moved in there, she's not happy with it. Yeah, obviously, girl.
Why didn't you paint it before she moved in? Because you're what? Because you're what?
Because she could live with that. That's
Yeah,
fine.
'cause
That's
you're
the color.
lazy.
Deal with it.
Because you're lazy and you'd be like, you deal with it.
Yeah, that's right. This is your color.
This
Be lucky.
brown's going to crush your creative spirit as you grow up, and you're going to turn into me
She,
and only love hibbity bibbity music.
well, she had switched into that room from the other bedroom, so it was her choice to go there. It was brown, so that's the deal.
She probably thought you were going to paint it.
But after all this time, it finally broke down, so I had to prime it and all that. Yeah, I hate priming. It's no fun in priming.
Buy the paint that has the primer built in.
Then you still got to do extra coats of that paint.
You still have to do extra coats anyway.
There's no
You still have to-
satisfaction
You
with
still have to
priming.
prime, and even when you do prime, you got to do 2 coats of paint.
Yeah?
So you get the primer with the paint, and then do 2 coats of that, and you're done.
No, you need 4 coats when you do that. Yeah, don't
Well,
look at me.
That doesn't make any
Yeah,
sense.
and it's super expensive. So that's why, yeah,
Your
we've
kid's
been.
worth it, man.
I had the kid. She's painting with me. She's working the roller and stuff. I was cutting in, and
Can you cut it in good?
I'm master cutter.
Oh, there we go.
Master cutter.
Masturbator?
I got the hand. I got the
know you
hand
got
for
the
that
hand.
shit. That's my deal.
All right, that's cool. So what color did you do?
5 years of visual arts taught me how to cut in. Let me
Green?
tell you.
What color did you do? Green?
I don't know. We've only primed so far. I haven't seen her new color. It's some kind of blue or something. Which I'm, very much against any blues, but what can you do? Anyways, we were priming all, I don't know, what was it, yesterday, the day before? And it got to supper time, and the wife was working, and, you're working all day, and it gets supper, you can't, cook anything at that point. So I ran out to, had those A&W coupons. Did you get the coupons from A&W?
No, we never got the coupons.
It was a pretty good booklet full of all their stuff, including breakfast stuff. But I was able to work out 3 coupons, which really matched, me and 2 kids. Pretty good. First coupon was 2 teen burgers for $6. And then second one was, I think, the matzo burger combo. So that included fries and a drink. And as well, on the next page, that was for $4. And the next one was a chubby chicken burger, which included fries for $5. Did you get that? Following along?
Yeah, it doesn't sound like a deal, though.
That's a pretty good deal.
Is it?
So basically, you get 1 drink with all that and 2 fries and 4 burgers for $15. But you gotta be careful with the A&W. Last time they're deceitful. They're not, their signage is not very good. Last time I was there, I ordered a combo off their big board, and it said the combo was $5 something, and then she rings it up and it turns into 9 something. But where'd the 9 something come? Well, you ordered the combo. I'm up there in the sign. It's the thing is $5. Oh, that's just a sandwich. No, it's in the combo section. No, the combo section is just those first 2 right there. There's no real line after that, but then the rest is just the pursing.
Yeah, I got nailed with that too once.
If you're not paying attention, so I dare not go through the drive-through with these coupons. I want to see it getting rung up. I go in there and ring it up, and she's pounding away at the computer, putting in all the orders. And the screen you see doesn't really show coupons. It's showing full prices, and some come on and then come back off again, and is big rigmarole. comes to like $24. This nothing on the screen looks right here. Did the coupons go through? So, yeah, you don't see it on that side, but they're all here. They all went through. It's fine. Yeah, okay, it just doesn't feel right, but okay, and I pay it. So, would you like your receipt? Yes, I would like my receipt. I get the receipt, and she goes off to fill the order. And on the receipt, it shows the 3 coupons, and then at the bottom, it has another teen for $5.95. And then the subtotal of $20, then tax. And as we learned, as I already talked about it, should have been $15. And each coupon is there on the receipt. So I grab another girl behind the counter. I'm like, this isn't feeling right to me. I just had these 3 coupons. Should have been, I think, $15, but this adds up to $20. So she gets out a calculator, so no, everything looks good here. And I look at the receipt again with her. I'm like, well, okay, here's my coupons. The first one is $6. Second one is $4. That makes $10. The next one is $5. That makes $15. Yeah, subtotal turns into $20. She goes, oh, yeah. Let me look. Calculator again, doing all kinds of weird equations on the calculator. No, I think everything's fine. That works out. I'm like, well, I understand. I get what you're saying, but to me, it just feels weird because again, I point out on the receipt again. Here's coupon 1, $6. Next one, that's $4. That's $10. Then the 5 is $15. And subtotal turns into $20. Calculator again. Tap tap. More weird equations. Oh yeah, no, this is a tax. Your tax brought it up. Like, I appreciate that, but in my heart, I feel that the subtotal being 20 does not match. I only had 3 coupons, and if you see the first one is $6, and then the 4, that's 10, and add the 5, that's 15. And she's like, when the manager walks by. Well, let me take a look at this. This customer has a problem with the bill. He says we're charging him too much, but I looked at it right here and everything looks perfect. It looks fine. So the manager comes over and said, like, yeah, I just wondered because it seems like I'm getting charged an extra $6 on it. Meanwhile, all my food is getting cold on the counter during this whole process. Manager looks at it. She's like, it's to this and that. No, that's tax. It's no big deal. That's your tax. Like, yeah, I know, but you see, I had 3 coupons, and the first one's 6, the next one is 4, that's 10. The next one is 5, that adds 15. Subtotal, you got 20. It should really be 5. And she looks at it. Well, let's reorder the whole thing she takes me back to the kiosk. I'm going to put this in training mode. You won't see anything on your screen. So she doesn't allow me to see anything on the screen. She's punching it all in. She calls back the original girl that rung me in. She's like, did you take these 3 coupons here? Was one of them chubby chicken and all? Yeah, it was chubby chicken. It was the teen. Yeah, chubby chicken coupon doesn't work. I don't know why you took that. That one just doesn't work. She's like, well, how am I supposed to know that doesn't work? Yeah, then she starts tapping away on the computer again. And then she just opens the drawer and hands me like $6 and change. Well, there you go. No sorry. No, let me redo your order since it's all cold. Not, worrying about my consumer experience.
And while saving a dime may be of prime importance to Ebenezer Bill, Joe has other ideas on what to do with his dimes, especially when he's within arm's reach of a tranny.
Hundreds of people are listening.
Yeah, okay. Since you refuse to publicize this show anywhere on any of your sites.
It'll happen soon enough.
Good.
Maybe I should publish my blog on this site. angrycanadiandecepticon.blogspot.ca.
Oh, what?
What? The site that you're so embarrassed to check out?
I love it. I check it out all the time.
Get out. I
I got to see what you're doing all the time.
What? What do you mean, what am I doing?
So, back up. What's it called?
Angry Canadian Decepticon .blogspot.ca. It's one of those the Google blogs.
Okay. We could just probably get away with angry
No, you
Canadian.
gotta type that whole title in.
No, if you're in Google, you could probably get away with angry Canadian Decepticon, and you'd come up, wouldn't you?
Yeah, it'll come up there.
Well, there you
Do
go.
that search.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, and you should be talking about this podcast, or
I'll figure out how to put it on. I don't know how to.
well,
I gotta find a spot. I gotta redesign my site.
doesn't take a redesign.
I gotta see enough commitment from you in this project.
You go to the front page and you paste the sucker right in on the front page.
No, you don't know how to
say, look at all you, what do you call you guys? Trannies? You transformer people?
trannies.
Is that it? What do you call each other?
The fuck? There is no short form or acronym for it.
I think it's trannies.
No. That's the fucking sexual gender, isn't it?
I think it works.
Really?
Trannies.
It's not caught on. No.
Yeah.
No, just TF collectors, man.
Okay. TF collectors. Okay.
Yeah, short form. Hey, man, you got any new TFs? That's cool.
All right. So on this blog of yours, this is what you talk about. You talk about Transformers.
Yeah, because it's a specific blog for TFs.
And specifically, you're talking about
Transformers. What the fuck?
No, there was TV shows, movies. Are you talking about the figures, or are you talking about the?
No, I talk about it all, I guess, just depending on if I have any new items that have come in to review, or something else catches my fancy and I want to complain about something, or just if I've watched a new cartoon or read one of the latest comics from IDW. You're looking at me like a fucking deer in headlights, man.
I love it, man. I love reading about that stuff.
Oh, yeah. Everyone does.
All right, so if you get, because you collect the figures, obviously.
Yes,
and
in-depth analysis. Psychoanalyze
well,
me.
we want to figure out what we're doing here.
Psychoanalyze me.
You collect the figures, so and you talk about them on your blog spot. You review them, yes?
Mm,
You
I
sell
do,
them
but
on there too?
No, I review them, but most of mine are sealed, so I never get to open them.
Well, if they're on display in your house, they look good in the box, right? On display.
Yeah.
So they're out there?
Yeah, they're out there, but I'm not...
in your house, they're on display?
Not currently, but they will be.
They will be?
Yeah, once I get my office back. I don't know how many all my bookshelves are in the basement right now.
I seem to recall you saying you didn't really display them at all.
No, I did before, just not... I may have used like 3 shelves for them or something.
And the rest you had hidden in closets and
just
tote
put away.
boxes.
Put away because there was no room. Yeah, so. Yeah, so it's just they're on display, and I just didn't have the room for all of them. That's all.
Yeah, okay. I thought it was because you were afraid of your wife finding out how many you bought, and so they were stashed in places all over the house, so she couldn't find them.
Well, she doesn't appreciate, the fine art of collecting them, and how many of them out there actually are. And she should be happy that I'm not a completionist, right? I only collect certain figures. It does because there's so many different lines, and it's virtually impossible. Not to mention financially impossible for me.
Well, I'm glad to hear that they will be seeing the light of day. That'll be good.
Yeah. It's just,
so what are you primarily collecting?
G1 and the older ones like Diaclones, G2, Masterpiece, and those are pretty much the main lines. And some reissues too, depending on whatever the figure is.
But not specifically like North American ones. You'll go for
No, I prefer the Takara Tomy ones from Japan.
Of course.
Yeah, well, they put more into their... well, it's more expensive, but that's not the reason why. I like their box art a lot better. Whereas Hasbro puts stuff in the stores at Toys R Us where, you know, the packaging is just like clear plastic or whatever. But then if you bought the Japanese version from Takara, it would be like a complete cardboard box with, you know, fine artwork on the front and back and, you know, nice detail to it. And generally the figures tend to have a different coloring and there's more inside the packaging. Whereas with the Hasbro ones, it usually just, you know, the figure and maybe that's it.
So if it doesn't come in the original packaging, you don't want anything to do with it.
For the most part, no.
What do we got for... I'm down again. Why am I down?
I didn't touch your thing, man.
You definitely need a windscreen on these things.
Why? Was I popping my peepees?
Well, you did that on purpose, which sounded like shit, but then your S's were really
sexy.
frustrating to me.
Were they sexy?
No, they were frustrating.
Oh my God.
You gotta learn how to talk, man.
Apologize to the listeners for the bad audio that you did on the last episode.
Well, you're the EP, so you should have had it all cleaned up, right?
If I didn't have 2 kids and rentals and a wife and have to get sleep in, I guess I could have.
What's going on? Why are you talking? Has this been going now?
No.
Well, yeah, well, cut that off and restart.
Sure. Click.
Oh, you get me up here. I'm all excited. You got me in a bad mood already, right off the top, in a bad mood. Man, that's good.
People want to hear about this stuff, man. They want the behind-the-scenes scoop.
Behind this, yeah. Let me tell you. I was checking out your side project, the sister cast, Transformers cast, tranny cast.
No, if we were referring to carpentry, since I'm a master of it now, since I've been framing the basement, that would be called the King cast. And this is the Jack cast.
What?
Because when you're framing a door frame,
I'm talking about your tranny cast.
When you're framing a door,
how did we get in construction?
I'm using it as a reference. When you're framing a door, the main stud is called the King stud, and then the smaller one is the Jack stud. So STC is the Jack podcast.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm trying to hear the rest of this. Who's the King cast?
The tranny one.
That came second.
No, but the blog came first.
I don't think this. No. You see, with the podcasting thing, the STC started first. What is a smaller stud from a larger stud? I don't even get what you're talking about there. Which one is the King stud?
There's 2 studs back to back. King is the larger stud.
You mean at the end of the stud wall?
No, when you're framing a door.
Oh, a door.
Yeah.
I just want to bash my head in right now.
Because the King is bigger, the Jack is smaller.
Okay. That's good. STC is the King then.
The King stud goes from the floor to the ceiling.
Start to continue.
The Jack stud goes
the first one.
The Jack stud goes right beside it. It's smaller, and then it's got the horizontal piece going across the top for extra frame stability.
Well, that's called the header.
And then you inset the door frame into that.
Oh my God!
Oh, is my wood talk making you hard?
Anyways, I saw this tranny cast to check in on it and make sure you're doing okay. And the content on your show is turning from Transformers to video games and movies and TV shows.
No. It's starting off with what's new in our lives that's non-TF related.
Well, there's no part of that in the tranny cast.
In a way, we're doing so that we can, further relate ourselves to the audience in a way that they're saying that, yay, man, we're actually humans. We're not all about Transformers and stuff. There's other things going on in our lives that they can relate to, man.
That shouldn't be part of that show.
When you got kids, they can relate to the kids and the families.
Show. You're not getting it. That's this show. Okay.
No, this show is everything.
Well, that's right. That's this show. If they want to learn more about your personality and your co-host personality, he can certainly be a guest on this show. Right?
This coffee is horrible.
See what I'm saying? See, you got me all riled up.
Good, man. I want you
I feel
fire.
like I'm ready to be sent off on the spin-off series, The Ropers or something. You're going to continue on Three's Company, and
I want you El Fuego tonight.
I don't know.
That means on fire.
In what language is that?
Spanish, man. En español?
No, apparently not.
No.
Well, I don't know where to go from here. You got me so.
This is the kindest. This is the start that I like. You're a dead piece of meat all night. Now you're on fuego.
So I want you to straighten that up. Trannycast, trannies. That's it.
Despite Bill's apparent rivalry with the Transformers and Beer podcast, he's actually been the only guest to ever appear on that show. Wow, look at the time! As with every STC pod, an hour is never enough, and yet again we find ourselves at the end. But fear not, true believers, I'm here to tell you the fun isn't over yet. Next week I'll be back to continue through this journey of the very special Start to Continue retrospective, with part 2 of the Clip Show. You won't want to miss out next week when we revisit more crazy stories like Joe's old beta tapes, barn parties, and STCPod's most famous piece of audio tape, the vasectomy appointment. Thank you all so much in joining me as we celebrate the lead up to Bill and Joe's 100th episode. I've been your host, Curtis from Girlfriend Versus. You can find me at www.youtube.com/user/girlfriendversus. That's Girlfriend VS, and you can also find us on Twitter and Instagram at Girlfriend Versus. And don't forget to subscribe to STC Pod on YouTube at www.youtube.com/starttocontinue. Follow Bill on Twitter at STC Pod and check out Joe on Twitter at AC Decepticon. Bookmark both their websites, www.stcpod.com as well as www.angrycanadiandecepticon.blogspot.ca. Listen to them on iTunes under the title search STC Pod, as well as Joe's other show, Transformers and Beer Podcast. For all the episodes, check out STC Pod on Podbean at www.stcpod.podbean.com. Also, if you're listening to us, why not check out some other great podcasts, blogs, videos, and gaming forums from the people in our community at www.cartridgeclub.org. As always, a big thank you to all the loyal listeners who tune in every week on Friday morning for the new episodes. Post it and post it.